Ah, the season of spring, everything springing forth from the ground, everything growing and reaching out, expanding into the fresh spring breeze. Every creature, every sprout is willing and excited about stepping into a new form for itself. This is the season where Mother Nature is encouraging us also to spring forth with new beauty and new life and new power and new goodness, just as she is doing right now. Everything that grows has a set point. So, what is a set point? The natural set point of a living being is the optimum place where the body system wants to be. A homeostasis, where the body feels comfortable, a natural, normal, safe. The conditions that the body continues to return to internally. Every living being in nature has a number of healthy set points. A redwood tree, for example. A redwood tree has a height set point. Most redwoods will grow not too much over 350 feet, which is the maximum height a redwood can remain rooted securely and stay alive and healthy. If Mother Nature in her wisdom did not give that set point to a redwood tree, it would continue to grow higher and higher until it was no longer able to hold its position in the earth. It would then fall over and its roots would come out of the ground and it would die. Set points aren't bad if they're ordered by nature, if they protect the being, if they keep the being alive and healthy and strong. Humans have set points too, but we're a little more complicated than a redwood tree in many ways. Some of our set points serve us and others do not. The set point of our body's weight is set by nature when we're born, and it's usually healthy for us. But negative conditions can cause us to develop conditioned responses that change our body's natural set point, and not for the better. Trauma can cause us to protect ourselves by increasing our body's set point for weight, for example. And when that happens, no amount of willpower can easily overcome the body's natural tendency to always want to return to that protective set point. The only thing that can change that unhelpful set point is time, patience, and support. Support for your body, mind, spirit to feel safe enough to return to a weight set point that works better for your health. Our individual psychological identity also has many set points. Some of them are healthy and supportive, and others not. Maxwell Maltz, a plastic surgeon who wrote the classic book Psycho-Cybernetics that we all read in the 70s, noted something interesting about patients who came to him wanting to be more beautiful. They told him if he changed their appearance, they would be happy. So he changed their appearance. But often after the surgery, when he had given them exactly what they asked for, they were still not happy. Their face had changed, yeah, but they had lived with a deep internal set point of, I'm an unattractive woman, for so long that they could not easily shift their feelings to the new reality. Their internal set point of, I'm an ugly woman, was more powerful than anything he could change externally in their appearance. He finally gave up plastic surgery to study human psychology. There's a story about goldfish and how a goldfish will keep growing as long as the tank is big enough. Your various set points for your identity could be likened to the size of the tank you currently live in. It's difficult to change your identity set points because for whatever reason, you are more comfortable staying in the smaller tank, whatever that means for you. Examples of unhealthy set points that many people maintain, even though they do not generally serve people, are discomfort with making more money than your parents did. Unconsciously, we can feel that we betray our parents or our families somehow by kind of one-upping them, by being better than them in class or status, better than your family and friends. And if you're better than they are, then somehow you won't be as close, or maybe you'll even be ostracized by them. Becoming successful, famous, well known, unconsciously we can feel fearful of the attention and responsibility that we know will come with this change in status. Being authenticity, allowing ourselves to be real with others instead of putting on an image. Unconsciously, we can feel not good enough as our real selves. Accepting your rightful role as an authority. Many women have imposter syndrome, and they say to themselves, well, who am I to be the authority? Who am I to have a YouTube channel telling people how to live? Who am I to start a business and direct employees and tell people what to do? Imposter syndrome. Being too happy, free, and joyful. The subconscious belief there is, I don't deserve so much goodness. And similarly, having too much money. A woman gets a little bit ahead, but somehow she ends up spending it wildly, ending up in poverty again, instead of investing it in something that will improve her future. In her subconscious, she doesn't deserve to be wealthy. So she'll get rid of that money as fast as she can. There are thousands of ideas humans have about themselves that form these unhelpful set points. Like the goldfish, these ideas we are comfortable with, but that don't serve our growth and our overall life and expansion, are like the small tank for the goldfish. They prevent us from growing. We are in spring, the season where Mother Nature is saying, grow, grow. I'll give you more light, daughter. I'll give you more help. I'll give you more support. Grow, grow to your fullest potential. If we carry a hidden, unhelpful set point, usually hidden from ourselves, this prevents us from taking advantage of Mother Nature's season of bursting forth into new forms of power and expression. These hidden set points will stop us, will hinder us from growing into something more beautiful and powerful and abundant and joyful than we currently are. And it is in our nature as human beings to want to grow into our fullest selves. We are an expression of the divine, of Source. Source, Goddess, use any name you like, is unlimited goodness, infinite power, unending creativity and joy. This is who we truly are. We don't have to become something or someone different. We don't have to acquire anything. We don't have to add anything. We have to let go of something, let go of old ideas and set points that prevent our growth. With greater awareness, we can shed the set points that don't serve us. We start to imagine a bigger tank for ourselves. What would that look like? What would that feel like? Our real tank is actually infinite in size. We just pretend to live in a tiny tank so we can feel safe with the boundedness that we think protects us. So think about your life and what hidden restrictions, what unhelpful set points you might secretly have. But then the question becomes, how can you see what is so deeply hidden? The answer is by just looking calmly and clearly at your daily life. Do you frequently experience unpleasant emotional states? Anxiety, fear, depression, anger, yearning for things to be different, wishing someone could save you, bitterness, defeatism, It's no use. Nothing's ever going to get better. Each of these emotions comes from some hidden set point that we secretly maintain. And we grow by bringing our unhelpful hidden set points to the increasing lovely light of spring. Every negative emotion is a call to action, a call to growth. In the heroine's journey, the one Joseph Campbell talks about as the hero's journey, we see that initially the heroine is presented with a problem or a possibility, a call to adventure. And usually they initially refuse this call to action, this call to adventure and to growth. But eventually conditions force them to step onto the new path, to accept the call to action, even in the face of the unknown. Initially, their skill doesn't meet the challenge, but over time, they stay on the path and they keep at it and they begin to grow, and then they achieve something and they finally fully step into more of their true power. When you are experiencing a negative emotion like anxiety or fear, it is actually the universe offering you an adventure, a call to action, an invitation to step out into something new, to maybe live in a bigger tank. So some self-inquiry, questions to ask. Do I experience negative emotions regularly? If so, what are the hidden beliefs that fuel them? What might my call to action be? What might the universe be offering me? How can I begin to step out into my own heroine's journey? This season of spring, let's join Mother Nature and take advantage of her naturally arising flow of growth and grace right now. Let's find out what ideas may be hidden inside us that maybe are keeping us small. And let's shed those old set points that don't serve us so we can spring forth in new ways with new beauty, new goodness, just as Mother Nature is inviting us to do right now. Blessed be.